Paul Caneiro and his younger brother Keith Caneiro were business partners. Together, they ran two companies, a tech firm and a pest control business. In the pest control company, they were equal partners. But in the tech firm, Keith owned 90%. Both men lived comfortable lives in New Jersey, raising families, building futures. Paul lived in a well-kept home in Ocean Township. Keith lived just miles away, but his life looked very different. A sprawling mansion in Colts Neck, a wife, two young children. To neighbors, Keith had everything. But behind the scenes, the brothers' relationship was quietly collapsing. And on November 20th, 2018, that collapse would turn deadly. In the early morning darkness, first responders rushed to Keith Caneiro's Colts Neck mansion. The house was engulfed in flames. When firefighters entered, they didn't find survivors. They found bodies. Keith Caneiro, his wife, Jennifer, and their two young children. The scene was devastating, charred, unrecognizable, horrifying. At first, it looked like a tragic house fire, but investigators quickly noticed something was very wrong. That same morning, miles away, Paul Caneiro's house was also on fire. But here's the difference. Paul survived. His wife survived. His children survived. 2 fires, 2 homes, 2 brothers. Only one family wiped out. Autopsy results shattered the idea of an accident. Keith and Jennifer did not die from smoke or flames. They were shot. Their children were stabbed to death. The fires weren't the cause. They were the cover-up. This wasn't a tragedy. It was a quadruple homicide. And prosecutors would soon argue it was not a hit, not a robbery, not a business rival. They said it was something far darker. An inside job. As investigators dug into the brothers' relationship, they found a digital paper trail. Text messages. Angry. Hostile. Explosive.
What the f*** are you doing? This is total b****. You have time to email me when you need money for your insurance, but you don't have time to follow up with me. I'm dealing with an issue that affects our only large client. Don't put your insurance on my card. I'll find my own employee and put my own advertisement out. I'm done with chasing you down your schedule, so off with this already. 100 emails and conversations, and you can't follow up properly on any of them. Where the is my one-page explanation from the 401k fiasco that I asked you for months ago?
I'm at the doctor's for my back in Philly. I told you yesterday I wasn't going to be around. I'll call you shortly. I've called all the people that were good and made an offer to Joshua Scott. He's getting back to me today. I'll follow up and find out if he wants the job. If not, I'll reactivate the ad. I didn't want to spend the $300 if we didn't need to.
So you risked all of our business for $300? Are you kidding me?
I'm going to give you the money back by the end of the month, as soon as my check arrives. Or I get the $10K from you. I usually get my check on the 27th.
I'll pay for this, and we are done. I don't owe you $10K. You okay with that?
No.
Then no. You didn't pay me back for that money.
Why would I not get paid for the rest of the $10K?
Paul, 5K plus 5K equals 10K.
Because the company was paying it?
I'm the company. The company wasn't paying your 5% from last year. You put that on the credit card at the last minute.
And I get 10% of the business.
Keep the 10%. But I'm done paying you anything for a salary. You are on your own.
Okay, thank you.
That's your W-2 since 2011. We are done at this point. I'm not going to do this dance with you. You aren't entitled to anything. You should have just been happy that I was trying to help you out since your accident.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry I asked.
Paul, we are done. I'm not paying you moving forward. You have to find a way on your own.
I said okay. I want my 10% from the profits and or money you took from the business. All your cash payouts reduce the profits.
Off.
Ask Steve if you don't believe me. He will tell you.
Paul, we are done. I'm going to stop paying you this week.
Okay, I said that was fine.
You don't get to strong-arm me. I'm going to put that money towards paying down the debt, and I just put $150K into the business. Your kids are done with college. I need to start saving for my kids' education.
The texts revealed a relationship poisoned by money, control, and resentment. Keith accused Paul of reckless decisions. Paul accused Keith of greed. What once looked like brotherhood now looked like warfare. And prosecutors would argue this wasn't just frustration. It was motive. Then came a phone call played in court, recorded before the murders. Keith's voice is tense, desperate.
I need you to wake up and do it. Short of you being dead, I need to see the facts. You need to log into your account then. You log into the TV account. Give me the log into the TV account. Your TV account, you don't know yours. You don't know your TV login. Go find it and give it to me. I need to see it now, Paul. I need to see it. I need to see it now. I need it. I understand, Paul. I understand that. I just spent half the day. Paul, I'm telling you. I need it. I need it. I need it. Give me the login, Paul. Give me the login, Paul.
Keith repeatedly demanded access to a bank login. Prosecutors said this call showed a breaking point, a moment where Keith asserted control, and Paul realized he didn't have it. In the tech company, Keith owned almost everything. Paul, they argued, felt trapped, and that pressure was building. Just after the murders, a neighbor made a chilling discovery. He entered the Caneiro home after noticing something wrong. Then he called 911.
I opened the door, and there is a smoke's coming out, and there's a person laying down.
Where are they laying down?
On the property.
Can you get over
in
to
front
them?
of the house.
All right, get over
Yes,
to
I'm coming over.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's blood here. It's a corpse.
It's what?
It's dead.
What's dead?
Somebody is dead here.
Okay, sir, you need to get to a safe area. Hold on a second.
Prosecutors argued that the timing of the fire, the murders, and Paul's movements pointed in one direction. They alleged Paul Caneiro killed his brother, his sister-in-law, and his niece and nephew, then set the house on fire. And to throw police off, they said he set his own house on fire too. Then the courtroom reached its most emotional moment. Prosecutors showed photos of Jesse, Paul's young nephew. Paul Caneiro sat at the defense table, and he broke down. He struggled to hold back tears. The jury watched closely. Was this grief? Or was it regret? That question hung in the air.
This is a photograph of Jesse's body. You can see his case number up at the top. You can also see this purple discoloration here. That's lividity.
Of the wounds that we looked at on the body diagram just previously, which of those wounds, if you put in terms of how you characterize them by their letter, which of those wounds are we looking at on this picture?
So this is A. This is B. This is C. You cannot appreciate D. It's under
Where would that be?
Prosecutors laid out their final theory. This wasn't about a single argument. It was about years of imbalance. Keith had the power. Keith had the control. Keith had the final say. Paul had resentment. They said Paul believed killing Keith would solve everything. Control the businesses. Erase the pressure. Start over. Instead, 4 people died, including 2 children who had nothing to do with money, texts, or bank logins.